Welcome to Our News, an informative program on the weekly progress of the collectivité. My name is Keisha Brooks. Stay tuned for this week's reports. The French Overseas Department's issuing institution, EADM, is a central bank that performs its operations with a decentralized structure, the Euro system, comprised of the European Central Bank and national central banks. Founded in 1959, it is specifically responsible for ensuring territorial continuity in terms of currency on behalf of Banque de France in the 4 overseas departments and in the collectivités, St. Martin being one out of the 4. The new director of EADM paid a cordial visit to President Arlene Hansen on Thursday.
Meet with Mr. Apano that worked for years on statistics concerning St. Martin, mainly about the bank statistic, the economy, how it goes and so, and mainly the change point and different things like that. He did a great job, and I think as reference, statistic reference for St. Martin, we can only right now count on EADM. And EADM just published 2 books concerning the economy on St. Martin, mainly financial, tourism and all of these different points. There is 2 books that are available, one for St. Martin and one for St. Mart's, and that can be consulted on internet. And this gentleman goes on towards working now in Nouvelle-Calédonie. And replacing him, we have Jean-Marie Poggion that I met last Thursday, and that will continue working with us because, as you know, INSEE needs a block of 500,000 to be able to do statistics. So right now the collectivity can only hope with EADM to get perfect statistics concerning St. Martin. And we talked about it yesterday with the BTP, and that concerning St. Martin, there will be a mission coming from Tuesday here in St. Martin, and it will meet not only with the collectivity, but with everybody that works on the economy of St. Martin, all the businessmen and so, all the banks, to be able to get all the information concerning, let's say, a home here in St. Martin, how much they owe the bank, or how they live and how they survive and so, tourism, how it has been and so, and that would permit us at least to have for the territory of St. Martin certain elements that will permit us to know what is the famous PIB that will permit St. Martin to get their dotations and so. It is, I think, certain persons he have difficulty working with, mainly, and it's a strain that he has to see how he can work with those people, is how much cash leaves from St. Martin to go towards different islands in the Caribbean. I think he has a little difficulty getting those information. But he is also going to work, that mission will also work with the good side to see what statistics, what data they can share concerning St. Martin.
The president also spoke about the protest of Bâtiment Travaux Publics, BTP. After a 4-hour standoff and blockage of roads in Marigot, Gallas Bay, and Bellevue, to name a few, board members of BTP met with the Prefet and received a written and signed declaration stating that work for local contractors will commence shortly. Also present in the meeting was President Arlene Hansen, General Service Director Pascal Averne, Simpson President Wendell Cox, and RRR Party President Renee Jean Douet.
Okay, concerning the construction businesses and things that does constructions on this collectivity, all along we always follow them and so. And yesterday, of course, they showed that they were not pleased with what is happening because, okay, certain market and mainly the project in spring, I think, was closed down by the Saint-Samar, so they were very upset about that, so they blocked the roads and different things yesterday. And for the first time in the history of St. Martin, the four parties get to meet together. The state with the prefet, the BTP, the Semsamar, and the collectivity. Concerning the collectivity, I think I promised them yesterday to intervene with the prefet to make sure that social charges that are very expensive, and every one of us know that social charges can kill a business. So we make sure that we will invite the person in charge of the CJSS, Mr. Yaku, to St. Martin as soon as we can. Today I'm signing the official document to invite him here to see what can be done for St. Martin on that issue. Because when you have to pay the social charges and then right away pay an interest, it becomes more and more harder for a company to survive. A next thing that we promise them, as we get a dotation for social housing, that we will put it on the operation that has begun already in Concordia. So that is active. The document has gone out for the directors of the Semsamar to sign with the collectivity, the condition under which the collectivity is going to give out this operation. Concerning the collectivity, the next project for the collectivity is, of course, Savannah, the building of the school of Savannah that should be coming out here around the 15th of November with the laying of the first stone at least the 2nd of December. We are staying focused on that project and to make sure that it really emerge. And for the collectivity too, for the year 2014, we have two projects, of course. It is to build a home for the elderly and also to do the road that will permit us to access towards the airport of Brancas on the Pondfield side. Those are the two main projects for St. Martin. Also, on Semsamar behalf, okay, Semsamar perhaps will try to continue their projects, even if it's not on the same site, because we have what we have name, you know, the Dwasiolo, is that we are responsible security-wise for the population, and we have to make sure that we can limit any catastrophe concerning the population. Because we know we do not have rivers in St. Martin, but surely we have guts, and guts can create in different area just like that suddenly. So we have to make sure protect our population that is living further down in Concordia when the water comes down. And Semsamar will also be building a place for Polapa office up in Concordia by the Barros building. That is something that is done in. The building permit was given out, so that is something that will start out immediately. What I would like to say is that concerning the upgrading of our public infrastructures, we have annual bidding so with Semsamar, where Semsamar does the work and then we pay back Semsamar. So we have it melded on the high schools, because St. Martin, we wouldn't be able to take care of everything directly, and we are for now up to date compared when I reached here and when Alain reached as president. The bill was up to 18 million towards Semsamar. Right now today we are down to 8 million, and the collectivity engaged themselves to pay monthly about 500,000 euro to Semsamar to permit Semsamar to continue doing extra work for us. And in these extra works, we can see the condition of the cultural center of Brancas that we have to work on, the condition of the different sport areas in St. Martin that we have to secure and that we have to work on. So we need Semsamar. So upfront, they go and do the job for us, but in return, we too have to be very careful and pay our debts and things towards the Semsamar each monthly. What I would like to say is that we are going to work also to make sure that all the different places that we're supposed to do, like work program, the executoire of the Savannah and the Point de Canonier, that those things come up front right now for the business people of St. Martin. And I think they were satisfied by the 12 points, and so that we enumerated in a document that the four of us signed, the four parties signed, and we hope that we can live up to the expectation and make sure that the work continue flowing in St. Martin. I know it is difficult in St. Martin, and if a mason cannot work, well, a mason cannot provide neither for their family, and they cannot provide neither to send their children to school and do all the different activities. And also our businessmen are supposed to know too that they must always try and keep a little reserve for when the days are going to be worse, because all over the world there is crisis. There are people who have money and trying to like save their money, and they are not spending it, and the public command will not always be there, so you have to be able to know on what can you count on. And talking about a private project is the Belle Creole, that I signed a letter of intention because the Belle Creoles want to do something in Bennetley, and I hope that it will begin very, very soon. Thank you.
At the end of July 2013, there were 4,297 people in St. Martin registered at the unemployment agency, people looking for a full-time job, an increase of nearly 7% in a year and a rate of unemployment of around 25%. Ages less than 25 are also constantly increasing, even though enrollment is less a reality of underemployment amongst youth. Finally, the number of job seekers without a degree is very high at 1,775, more than 41%. Saying that, the representative of the state, the representative of the Collectivité de Saint-Martin, along with the representatives of the Chamber of Commerce, Pôle Emploi, and Initiative Saint-Martin, held a press conference on the Forum Emploi, Employment Forum.
Yes, the Forum Emploi is to enable people, potential employees and employers, to meet together in one area where they can discuss about the offers that they have, and also that the future employee could know what is offered. And it's an area where there will be several employers, so one person can go from one to the other and know what is going on, what is possible, and maybe get an idea of what they can do. Most of the jobs are in the tourism area. However, it's an area that we know very good here, so people can be able to find a job in there by coming early and being prepared. It's open to anyone. If you're inscribed in the job office, it's better, but if you're not, you still can attend the forum and get in contact with an employer, who is looking for somebody probably who has the skills that you can put forward. It is important to work with a resume, a CV, so that the employer can have a quick idea of what you've already done and what you're able to do.
On October 10th, we're going to have a forum that we did not have in St. Martin for quite a long time. Because of the economic situation that we're in today, the collectivity and the state has decided to create this forum. What is going to happen on this forum day, which is October 10th, there's going to be 14 stands, there's going to be a few workshops, and young people or old people, whoever, or let's say job seekers, will be able to come to this forum at the chamber right here from 10 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock in the evening, and will have the opportunity to apply for jobs from different companies. So far, we understand that there is 100 job opportunities that is available. This here varies between restaurants, hotels, and other industry. Hopefully between now and the 10th, we might have a little more. To tell you what is the extent of these jobs, I don't know whether they're going to be permanent jobs or whether they're going to be seasonal jobs. That we don't really know as it stands right now. Not. If you are a person that is seeking a job, a lot of people, a lot of young people, as a matter of fact, doesn't even know that you have to go to Pôle emploi, for example, to go register, to start, the procedures to look for a job. So this is the opportunity for them to be here on that day. As a matter of fact, okay, Pôle emploi will be here and will guide them through the procedures so that they can register. And they will also learn how to apply also for jobs, because there are certain criterias for certain jobs that you have to fill out, okay, certain documents and so forth. So they will also be able to learn how to do that. There will also be an opportunity for those who are looking for job opportunities but doesn't have any kind of experience. There will also be stands where they'll be able to register and probably do training programs and end up with some sort of a certificate or something after that to be able to be eligible, to get jobs here and there.
National Week of Retired and Elderly People, called Semaine Bleue, Blue Week, is a special time of community life. This event invites the public to become aware of the social role critical of elders in our society. It will take place from October 21st to October 27, 2013. Local events are organized to illustrate the chosen theme, which for 2013 is entitled Aging and Acting Together in the Community.
Okay, we'll be beginning officially it begins on the 21st. But we'll be beginning from the 20th, and I always say we begin the Sunday before so that I can take both community to their respective churches, which are mainly Catholic or Methodist. So this year we will be beginning on Sunday the 20th at the French Quarter Methodist Church. And then we will do the official opening on Monday, 21st. With the opening cocktail here at Bethany Home. Okay, on Wednesday we'll be going to the marketplace where the seniors can work on their memory a bit and see the things that they used to do, how they used to go to the market, buy their fish and their provision, and then we cool out a bit and have a drink. And then in the afternoon,
Grandor will come and entertain a little bit with us.
On Thursday, we'll be having breakfast at Beach Plaza. Okay, that one too, we'll be inviting other seniors to accompany us. And then on Friday, we'll be doing a little tour of the island. Things have changed around here in years, and some of them, they'll be able to see what's really going on in St. Martin, new construction, new hotels, or new places or whatsoever, what have changed. And then on Saturday, we'll have our sport day at the Albrecht Richard Stadium from 8:30 in the morning.
Who will be doing the sports?
Okay, last year, it's a pity last year you were not there, but it was really lovely. We had Monsieur Patrick Trival and Association Sportive, his association. We had the young ones and the elderly work together, and it was a lovely morning. We had wheelchair races with the younger ones pushing the elderly. We had walking. We had just a little of everything that they could have done. It was really nice. One of the moments that I appreciated last year. It was really nice. That's on Saturday. On Sunday will be the closing of the Senior Citizen Week with a luncheon at Enoch's Place, where all the elderly of the island are invited.
Okay. Are there any collaborations with the Dutch side this year?
Yeah, we usually invite them to some of the events, the opening, the sport day, the closing, and I send them a program, and then they can tell you exactly when or where they want to join us. I like to add still that Tuesday was the International Day of the Senior Citizen. And For the last, I would say 12 years or more, we have been exchanging with Anguilla. And Anguilla will be coming on Saturday, the 5th. But we will be at the senior citizen home on the Dutch
That's
side.
right.
Okay, so we'll be celebrating. Because the month of October is dedicated to the elderly anyhow. So, you know, we'll be celebrating with Anguilla and the Dutch side on the 5th at St. John Ranch, the senior citizen home on the Dutch side. I cannot close without mentioning our afternoon movie at the MGC, Sandy Ground. Lynn has been very faithful to us through the years. And I think we'll be doing it in the first week or the second week in November. But it's also included in the Elderly's Week. Okay?
So that does it for this edition of Our News. My name is Keisha Brooks. On behalf of the Collectivité de Saint-Martin, thank you for watching. Have a good evening.